Warning. The following podcast is not safe for anyone ever in the world, especially you. This is Crudimentary Questions with your hosts, Sandy and Jill.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Jill.
I have a question that's very odd for you.
Nothing is odd.
Nothing is
These
odd?
questions are never odd.
Okay. This is pretty straightforward
for
question.
us.
This is like a resume job interview question. Are you ready?
Sure.
It's very normal.
How do you define success?
No. What would you do if you woke up one morning and you looked down and
I had a dick?
Well, worse than that.
Oh.
You had nothing.
Oh no, I was a Ken doll.
For a second there, I thought you said candle. And I was like, ooh, like a candle wax
a Ken
figure?
doll.
No,
I guess
Ken
Barbie
doll.
is the same thing. She also had nothing down there, but it's easier to imagine that she had something.
Well, and the Ken doll arguably had a little bit of a bulge.
No, he did not.
He had like plastic underwear on, you know? At least mine did. I mean, I checked it
mine
out.
was bare ass naked with no dick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you might have had an older version. Mine, I only had one. It was from the 80s, and I think it was a Ken doll.
No, mine were. I mean, I feel like mine were 80s and 90s.
He had those acid wash jeans.
Oh, mine did not have acid wash jeans.
But yeah, I got mad because he had permanent underwear on, so I couldn't make him get in the hot tub with my Barbie. Naked. Like I wanted. Like the narrative was going to.
Yeah. I think it's not a secret that everybody made their Barbie dolls fuck.
Mm. Well, you didn't answer my question.
I did not.
Mrs. Avoid the topic.
I'm not avoiding the topic. I was just so excited to talk about Ken doll.
Okay. Sure. So would you be excited about it?
No, I would not be excited about it.
You'd be like, oh, and now I don't have to worry anymore about periods and you know.
But can I get off?
No.
Then no, I do not like this.
Not happy about it.
No.
Okay.
No. I reject this. What? I mean, would you be okay with it?
I think that I would be confused.
Yes, obviously. I mean, I thought we were getting past all the like horrifying call 911, take a picture and put it on Twitter. Does anybody know? You know, is this like the first leg of some weird apocalypse?
Honestly, I would feel like the same if I woke up and had no mouth. Like I would feel the same as that.
Yeah, I mean, it really would be like, or waking up blind.
Yeah, it'd be losing a part of yourself.
Yeah, like
I think we identify with, well, you know, either or. It's a whole issue we could talk about. But
yeah, we're not talking about identity so much today.
Maybe I'll say this. It's a part of us, what we have in our pants.
What we have in our pants is a part of us. And whether you're comfortable with it or not, you are used to it. If you wish to change what's in your pants, that is absolutely your prerogative to do so. I support your, ability and, decision and all that. But I personally am quite fond of
your vagina.
The old... The names for vaginas are very funny.
Uh-huh. Do you have a name for yours?
No, I mean, I have not, it does not...
Is it Tinkerbell?
It is not. I have not named my vagina. I was just saying, like, the slang terms people use for vagina.
Is it clit black?
That is very clever. Yeah. I'm a fan. I mean, it wasn't that before, but it might be that.
Is
now.
it? Oh wait. I got another one for country music fans out there. Is it John Michael?
Munt Country.
It was in my head.
Michael Munt Country.
Yes. It was in my head. It formed like a little baby, and then I was trying to birth it. It kind of hurt coming out. But
no, but I think I caught it. I just grabbed it by the little legs and pulled it out of your vag, out of your mind vag. No, I actually think I might like that better. John Michael Munt Country.
Okay, I know what your name is.
Oh,
it's Puss Wuss, isn't it?
I have no personal name for my personal vagina. But I was thinking about the slang terms because I was about to refer to it as the old hatchet wound.
Oh, I don't like that one.
I know.
It's too violent.
Yeah, that's my least favorite one.
It makes me think of The Shining. You know?
Oh, yeah. I don't approve of that one. My husband likes to call it the front butt.
Well, that's
not mine personally.
well, yeah. I mean,
but-
that alludes to you having a lot more, like, meat in the factory.
Are you is he calling me fat?
It's a little like, I mean, well, think about a butt
Yeah.
and think about a vagina. Like, a vagina only looks like a butt if it's got a little more tissue than a normal situation.
That's really gross. I mean, I thought it was gross anyway because I thought it more just refers to like peeing than it does to like pleasure.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Do you think that we pee out of our butts?
No, but you poop out of your butt and then
Uh-huh.
you call the vagina the front butt. And I know you don't actually pee out of your vagina, but you pee out of that area.
Sure. So is a dick a front butt as well?
See, this is the problem. I do not like that
That
term.
logic is
Yeah.
not sound.
I'm gonna, you know what? I am gonna call his dick, my husband's dick, the front butt from now on.
I think you
until-
should.
Yeah, I'm. This is funny.
It's
this-
it's an inverted front butt. The
You're really being an inverted front butt right now.
yes, I like this. You could even like abbreviate it into like you're being an IFB right now.
IFB motherfucker.
Sounds like an STD though. IFB. I'm sorry.
You know
guys.
what?
I have
Inverted front
IFB.
butt also sounds like some medical condition.
I'm sorry. I'm taking some medicine. I've got some IFB problems.
got having that. I'm having a flare up of the old IFB. Gotta get some lotion.
I need to
for
call all my past sexual partners and let them
Guys,
know
I'm really sorry, but
that I have IFB now.
do you have IFB first? Because then that would mean that you gave it to me. Or did I, and then they have to call up all their sexual partners, and it's just a big
just a
IFB
big-
chain.
It's just a big inverted front butt mess.
Yeah, and then everybody's talking about and tweeting about the inverted front butt, and
Okay, well, I also liked your question. So, what if you looked down and you found a dick instead?
yeah, well, for us because we have vaginas. So
Right. Okay. Right. So, yeah,
What would
if
the
you
first-
have the opposite of your own genitalia.
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Okay. What would I do if I looked down and I had a dick instead of a vagina?
Correct.
And there's no. Do I have an explanation for this? Like, did I
Nope. Just wake up.
piss off a wizard or something?
You ran over a gypsy lady who like gave you the evil curse eyes.
I think that's a little.
Is that offensive? Okay,
I
cut
thi-
that out, producer. Cut that one out.
It's
When
okay,
I
I'm
said
kidding,
gypsy,
I'm
I
kidding.
mean I meant a woman of vast knowledge and power.
Somebody, yeah. Okay, let's just say you were watching an old movie that was kind of racist. The old lady character would curse you. This is like that happened, and I end up with a
Correct.
dick. No, but I mean, like you're saying, I don't have that,
Well, yeah.
so I don't know why I have a dick.
No explanation.
I would, in this order, masturbate, call 911.
You would masturbate?
Yeah,
Cause
before they can take it away.
that would be an urge to do that because okay.
You
We-
have talked so many times about wanting to know what having a dick is like.
Okay, because I think the male orgasm is vastly different from the female orgasm.
And I just want to know what it's like.
But
But here's the thing: do we have tits also?
well,
I mean, are we?
is that a problem?
I mean, no.
Does that change your behavior whether or not you have tits?
I wouldn't. No, because I would still jack off and then feel what it's like to orgasm with a dick, and then I would still go to the hospital because this is not okay.
Call 911. Hey guys,
I woke up.
I woke up and I have a dick now. Okay. What time did this happen? Like over an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What did you do?
Like, why
For
did
the
it, no,
hour.
why did it take you an hour to call? It's like because I was jerking off. I'm doing exactly what everybody else would do.
See, okay, so I personally I would poke it
Mm-hmm.
and then I would be like, okay, what is going to turn it on? Because you have to like other than
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting real,
Of course.
authentic here. But
That's-
if I'm a female
Yeah.
who's attracted to men
Yes.
and I have a dick,
Yes.
that means
You're still attracted to men.
that I'm a dick person with a
You're a dick person who likes dick. Is this what we call gay people now?
I'm attracted to my own penis.
I know. Okay, I think that's not because I don't think gay guys are like necessarily turned on. Or how about this? Are you ever turned on by your own boobs?
That is a trick question because I feel like I do like sometimes like look at myself and I'm like, oh yeah, you know,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Like my boobs look great today. or something.
Yeah. But I mean, does that ever make you feel like, like, do you get
I think
sexual pleasure?
I think that there is some sort of self-love that happens with your own body.
And
I think when you feel sexy,
yeah,
don't you get a little more turned on?
yeah, you get.
Right?
Well, I mean, yeah,
So
you
it's kind of like that.
yeah, you get horny and all of that. I mean, it's just like the
Like, oh, I look really good in this.
yeah, and you know what? It's something I feel like I've never actually asked a guy this, gay or straight, but like it's entirely possible. Like obviously rubbing their dicks, is a good feeling for the most part. But like is it a turn on to like pull down your pants and like
Well,
look at it?
I think absolutely that's why you have a lot of guys who like to take pictures of their dicks and send it
And
to
send
people
them
as
to
a way
people
of
who
being
didn't
like,
ask.
look at what I am. You
No,
know?
I mean, I get that, but I just like you were just saying, like, are you turned on by, like, if we
Right,
had dicks,
so-
would we be turned on by our own
So
dicks?
yeah, okay,
In
right.
the same, but like, I will like again, real talk, authentic. I definitely like get horny, like if I'm jerking off or if I'm having sex, I like looking at my own boobs.
Right.
So that makes me, that is legitimately
I think that's normal.
a body part. My own body part turns me on.
When people are having sex, you might look at that happening. You're not going to close your eyes during sex, right?
I mean, not.
And are you just looking at your partner?
Oh,
No, you're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at yourself.
There's
too.
a lot of stuff to look at.
There's a lot of things happening.
Yeah,
there's a lot
there's,
of
like-
skin flapping going on,
there's
and
a-
you're not sure what skin you're looking at or what skin you're flapping.
Most of the time, I'm sure what skin I'm looking at, but like the flapping, sure.
Well, not in the positions I
Yeah.
get. I'm like, whose elbow is that? Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
Cute elbow.
Oh, I like my elbow. Woohoo!
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, but
But would I have to like reach over to my husband and be like, "Hey, can I look at your penis? Because mine's not doing it for me."
That is a question. I don't know, and I think that's probably different for everybody. Like two gay dudes are like in bed, just like maybe they
I don't know.
they
I don't
want
know
to
if
they
it's
want
true.
another they want a show.
They want more.
Yeah, they're like, I'm with this one all the time. I want to see a different one.
Yeah. Well, they want the physical connection of another
Yeah.
human being,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of
Well, everybody wants that.
or
but
not regardless.
Okay, so the question is,
It's a good question.
are we, as women who have woken up with dicks, in this scenario, are we turned on by our dicks? And I think
Okay.
it's entirely possible that we
Okay.
are.
Okay, and then
I mean, obviously, the first thing I said was that I do something sexual to it. So
right. I guess I'd have to see. I'd have to experiment with what because yeah, it's a little harder to turn.
harder.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult. Sometimes, like, okay, my vagina is a little bit more particular about things.
Okay.
I can't just watch a porno and
Yeah.
boom, I'm there.
Yeah.
It's got to be a specific,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about porn eventually.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a specific
Yeah.
situation.
I mean, if it's not the Simpsons porn, then you're just not into it.
if it's not, what is the? Okay, wait.
Didn't you find SpongeBob porn or something?
No. Oh well, yeah, I did, but I didn't like it. I thought it was awful, just like the regular cartoon. Awful. Sorry for people who love SpongeBob, but that shit's creepy. Okay, so yeah, there is like there will be an actor that I'm really attracted to, but only if he has really like if he has long hair and he dresses like Lancelot.
Oh, you are so into elves right now.
Lancelot is a knight.
Oh, he's a light.
arguably.
I feel like you're just into
Medieval?
Middle Earth
Probably.
stuff.
Probably.
That's totally fine. I'm kind of into long-haired guys too.
There's something about it.
Like, and not like forever. This is not like a historic thing for me, but there's this guy on a TV show. He's got long hair. Oh, good Lord.
Is it curly or straight?
It's straight, but I really like the curly hair too.
The wavy curls.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm not like insta attracted to a long-haired guy. He's got to be,
No.
facially
I mean,
welcoming.
there is more to it than that. And also, I don't like the super long with a ponytail.
I don't either.
The guy with the ponytail, I feel like he's got like 14 snakes in his house, like pets.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with owning snakes.
Nothing wrong. It's just like this particular combination. All of these things are just, I do not want to sleep with this dude.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
The long hair with the ponytail. I actually love snakes. I am fascinated by snakes. But there's something about a person who like hoards them. That kind of makes me uneasy.
That behavior, maybe that's the problem.
Or just, I feel like honestly, this is way off topic, but any person who is very consumed by exactly one thing. Like, I would feel that way about somebody who, like, as far as it's not their job, but
right.
I would be worried about somebody who had a collection that they collected coins and that was their entire life.
Yeah.
Was like, except for like what they actually did for money.
Right. Well, I think that there's an obsessive quality to it. Maybe that's what you're turned off by.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's one of those, like, good Lord, all the coin collector people get together. Like, I want you to be happy. I just personally, like, that is
Well,
not
it could
a
be
thing that
something weird,
attracts me.
like they collect chewed gum or something like that, With like a gum wall in their house. Like, this was 1994. Wrigley Spirit.
Oh, they can smell it.
Winterfresh flavor.
All right. We are way off topic.
That's true.
Sorry. I got us there.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around. Usually we're talking about mundane stuff and we lead to dicks.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about dicks and we
now
keep
we're talking
about gum.
Okay, so
So yeah, okay. So
I would be attracted to my own dick.
Sure.
That's my stance on it. I don't know. You could feel completely differently.
I think that okay, so yeah, I would be really curious to know what an orgasm feels like for the male organ.
But here's the thing: this is really confusing because in this scenario, we still have like a uterus.
But no, I think that our whole reproduction system would be exchanged.
So I would be attracted to my own dick.
Sure.
Since that was the question. So.
Right. Well. So, okay, so let's say that you had it for a day and there was no big emergency situation. Like, you knew it was happening.
Oh, I knew I had advance notice that I was going to have a dick.
This is a genie gave you a dick for a day. And so you're cool with it.
But I'm not a man.
You're not a man, you're Sandy with a dick.
Sandy with a dick. But belly button down is all guy shit.
It's like your reproductive system is a dick instead.
Can I convince the genie to do this when I'm supposed to be on my period?
You can line it up with whatever situation.
Like, second day of the period, can that be my dick day?
That can be your dick day.
Good.
And just for the record, you would not be bleeding out of your dick.
No,
on that day.
Your
reproductive system would be
so that my pants wouldn't be the big bloody mess.
So this is what I wanted to talk about because the thing about having a dick for a day.
Yeah.
Is like, okay, so I'm obsessed with this idea of them having to choose what side it goes on in their pants.
Huh.
Because have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. I mean,
it's weird, right? It's like you're putting on pants.
It goes somewhere.
And you have to decide which, or I guess it's boxers that you're putting on. And you have to decide.
Boxer briefs.
Or is you just going to like put it in like a little, like in the middle? Like,
I mean,
or
I think
to the side?
My understanding is that
where does
they generally hang a specific way.
Like squished up in there?
And it's probably whichever direction it most naturally goes in is probably the one you want to, like if you're petting a horse, you have to go with the grain of the hair.
Yeah.
So it's like go with the grain of the dick.
I guess I just think that it's super bizarre that the men are the one that wear pants Because it seems to me, anatomically,
Yeah, it would,
they should be the one that wears dresses.
that would be nice for them.
Because they could just, woo!
Yeah, just
Just
swing,
like get it all. I
woo!
mean, that's guess where the kilt is nice
Yeah, yeah.
for
Well,
Scottish men.
Maybe I think there's some level of protection involved. I mean, like I seriously don't know why I was thinking about this earlier, but I definitely was thinking about what if I was in a situation where I was wearing a short skirt and didn't have panties on. Don't know why. But it occurred to me that I would be uncomfortable
Hot.
sitting down. Super hot.
Super hot.
I wouldn't want to sit down any place because then my cooch would be all up in like the car seat.
I guess ultimately underwear is the restricting
Underwear is a
situation.
protective. Yeah, I mean it's just a protective layer.
Mhm.
But so I mean maybe if the gentleman wanted to wear skirts they can, but they'd probably also want to have some underpants on.
Of course. I mean,
But then you'd have the same problem because your dick's gonna go one way or the other.
or if they're wearing like briefs, then they don't have a side to go on, right? Because it's like panties for ladies, right? It's
I
like
wouldn't
man
call-
panties.
I would-
It's like manties. That's horrible, Jill. Don't.
It's
Don't
like how
do that.
you
Don't.
are self-regulating your terrible portmanteau.
Uh,
No,
yeah.
I think it's the same thing. With are you under the assumption that when guys wear like white tighty whities that their dick just is smashed up in there?
Well, okay. What is the situation then? Is it just like pointing like up to the left?
I think it's just maybe kind of curled.
Like a fruit roll up.
Yeah, it's a little or a little like a baby kangaroo, like still in the mama's pouch.
It's a little. Oh yeah, it's like restricting. It's like
Yeah,
it's like a little turtle in its shell.
No, it's not a turtle. Have you interacted with dicks before? It's not a turtle in a shell.
I've only seen hard ones.
Lucky you.
I've never seen one.
You never seen the floppy
flaccid.
Okay, you are aware
just
that
kidding.
like yeah, obviously you're married.
I just made everyone's dick soft by saying that. Oh.
I really like that we have such a specific image of like a dick deflating. It's like the sad trombone.
It's like the sound of a balloon letting out
Yeah.
air, like.
And it's so sad. It's just the worst.
It is like the floppy waving inflatable arm flailing tune bad and just be like, oh, so sad.
Yeah, and you're like, what happened, arm flailing tube man?
Dick flailing tube man.
Okay, so do you think? Okay, so you were presenting this entire scenario about Dick Day that I knew in advance.
National Dick Day.
Well, it was Dick Day for me.
I guess it would be V Day for the men.
V Day for the men, D Day for the ladies.
Oh my God, V Day and D Day.
Yeah.
This should be real.
I apologize to all the
Veterans.
all the World War II veterans.
Yes, I do too.
that are
But
listening to us. We take these dates very seriously.
it's amazing because if I somehow had some sort of wish, this is right up at the top of the list.
Is to have a dick for a day.
Can we just have a day where everyone switches their genitals? And that, I think, would unite us as a country and as a world. I think we would feel more united.
I think, yeah, you would definitely have to cancel all, like, it'd be like Christmas. Nobody works because everyone would be fucking. Because they'd be like, oh, I'm going to have sex with a dick today.
Okay. So if you wake up
Uh-huh. And it's everybody has switched genitals.
and you have a dick and your husband in the bed next to you has a vagina, would you guys be into that?
I mean, I would definitely have sex.
I mean, it's the same, right? It's like it's
it would just
similar.
It would be like we would just
still connecting.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, and there is again with the whole belly button down thing. To me, like my boobs are very much a part of the whole experience, so it would.
They'd still be involved.
They would still be involved, but not in the same way.
See, I think that I would be better keeping my breasts, just because they're closer to my head and.
Yeah, you can't change everything. I mean,
Right.
Or you maybe like this is going to be pretty psychologically complicated anyway. maybe don't complicate it further. Just change, like, again,
Just
belly
the-
button down. Belly button down.
We're easily going to run out of time before we run out of things to say about genitals.
About all the genitals.
Because
But
I think this was a dick heavy episode.
yeah. Oh, we got to talk about
But we
that.
didn't really talk about vages.
The pretty princess vag.
Oh, I guess we talked about what your vag name is.
Which is that I don't have one. I feel like you keep wanting to name it, and
my brain is reeling on names right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking of so many things.
You can call my vagina whatever you want to call it. I have not anthropomorphized, another word I can't say. I have not done that to my vagina. Just so you know,
Anthropomorphized. Anthropomorphized.
Oh my guys, I'm really not that drunk.
You're only white wine
I'm
Sunday
white-
afternoon
Sunday
drunk.
afternoon white wine drunk.
That is not enough to not be able to say anthropomorphized.
That's not the
That's
word.
not
Okay.
it.
Anyway,
That's not it.
I think the point is made. My pussy don't have no name.
How about I got it. How about sand trap?
Oh fuck.
It's a trap.
No, it's not a trap. It's a nice place. It's a nice
It's a
place.
nice
and
sandy shore.
It is. Well, let me tell you. My name is Sandy, and I went to the beach a lot when I was a child. And sand in your bathing suit, man. I gotta tell you, I mean, legit, like I had a sandy crotch.
Sandy pants.
I had sandy pants so often.
Yeah, I always had a
Playing in the
problem.
ocean.
No matter how many showers I took, every time I go to sleep, when I was little, going to Gulf Shores all the time, every time I go to sleep, there'd just be sand in the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's no amount of washing the sheets or washing your body to get the sand out. It's just there.
Yeah. Beach
Always.
houses are just. I mean, they're like 80%
Covered in sand.
Yeah.
Just 100% sand everywhere. You
and-
just own up to it.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Mm-hmm.
sex on the beach is overrated.
Oh, that's right. I've never had sex on the beach.
Super overrated because
You get sand.
You
Do
don't-
you get sand up your ass crack?
you try really hard not to get sand in places, but the sand
in your butthole.
has other plans.
Yeah. The sand has plans.
The
for
sand
sure.
wants to see it.
The sand is
The
like.
sand wants to be inside of
How
you.
can I enter this person's butthole? What would it take?
What would it take to get there?
Yeah.
To get the best view of what is happening.
Yep. Smear some sand on your taint. That's like that's what sex on the beach, the drink, should be called. It's smear some sand on your taint.
Yes. I think that would be more accurate, and it just be a glass of sand.
No alcohol.
No.
It costs $11.
It's $11. It's just a cosmopolitan glass, like a martini
Yeah,
glass
like
of
a martini
sand,
glass full of sand.
just full of it
Yeah.
with a straw. Just, here you go. A
They're
little,
like,
a little umbrella.
You were dumb enough to order this.
Here's
That'll be
here's-
$11.
Here's your realistic sex on the
that's-
beach drink. You fucking idiot. I want to do this now. I'm gonna go be
Yeah.
a server.
No, I want an entire
In
line
Miami
of drinks
and
that are
do
just
this.
or just something that's just like realistic sex talk. Like, have you ever had sex in water?
Oh yeah. Also overrated because
Yeah,
not
kind of scary, honestly.
best way to get a UTI is have sex in the bathtub or a lake
Or a swimming pool
or a
With-
shower.
or the ocean.
Yeah, because here's the thing that they don't tell you about
It gets-
water. It cancels out your natural lubrication. Okay,
Yeah.
girls and guys, you've got natural lube. You
All up in
don't
there.
need water to
Yeah.
interfere with that.
Water is not a good lube either. Like,
No.
it's not. What do you call? Water's really not that smooth. You know, like it's an irritant.
Right, it is.
I mean, like, water can erode anything. Like,
Right.
the Titanic is currently, like, being eaten by water right now.
And the other minerals in the
Yeah,
ocean.
that's what I'm saying. But it's like all of that is carried. Yeah, anyway.
Sure. But yeah, okay, so maybe this is more of a sex discussion.
Yeah, then just
that we will
genitals.
eventually
Well,
have.
I mean,
but
lady genitals.
lady genitals, you need to protect your pocket purse.
Gotta protect the pocketbook. My grandmom called Vaginas the Pocketbook.
And I love that.
Yes.
Because I also imagine my vagina to hold change. just in case, you're just like
you're at the club or something.
No, you're at the checkout line at CVS and your
CVS.
total comes to $10.01. And you're like, "Oh, all I have is this $10 bill, but I need a penny."
So you don't reach into the pockets in your clothes, you reach into your pants.
Your pocketbook.
Yeah. And then you pull out your change is not like clean.
Oh, and neither is,
Neither is your pocketbook.
Who cleans it? You're not supposed to.
No, you're not supposed to scrub it, but
you're not supposed to do anything down there. It's just can't douche.
It. Yeah,
for some reason they sell douches. You're not supposed to use them.
It's an older generation thing.
But how are they not out of business? The douche factory.
I mean, I'm sorry. How many times have you seen a douche in a convenience store or
I mean, I haven't
drugstore?
Gone out of my way to look for one necessarily.
I've seen at least one in my life, but
I think that's it. I think I've seen one. I think I have, actually.
I mean, the douches are probably made in Taiwan or China or something. Like, I don't know. They're just...
Oh, well, I mean, I had a douche bag in front of me during the traffic jam yesterday.
Okay, yeah, we know.
But I'm ching. All right, that was bad.
No, it's fine. I mean, I forgive you, but whatever. No, there was a time when, and this could, again, we could just go on forever and ever and ever, where nobody wanted to talk about vaginas, hence my grandmother calling it the pocketbook.
Right.
I'd take a bath at her house,
right,
and she'd just say, "Did you clean out your pocketbook?"
Right.
Because apparently you're not allowed to say that word, the big bad V word.
My mom called it the tutu, which when I eventually got into ballet, I got very confused and like, don't forget your tutu to bring to the other side. I was like, oh.
But I can't forget it.
Can I leave that at home?
Yeah, I didn't know that was an option, Mom. Yeah, so obviously we are in a much more progressive era where clearly we are doing a podcast that is, inappropriate for, a large section of the population. We're talking about things that are sort of taboo because there's power in breaking taboos because you can't use it against somebody, Sorry, that's total bullshit tangent, but there was a time when vaginas were basically just absolutely totally not understood. Women were not encouraged to pleasure themselves or to learn about themselves or their bodies. It was illegal for a really long time in the United States for a doctor to tell a woman how to prevent pregnancy. It was actually illegal. And I'm talking about the rhythm method. I'm talking about it was illegal for doctors to tell women when they ovulated.
Right.
And I think the concept of douching is sort of wrapped up in that. It's not all exactly the same, but it's just this your vagina's dirty, smelly, ugly, sinful thing. So you got to clean it out.
Oh, I think I figured out the name for mine. Smelly cat. Smelly cat. Oh, that's what that song's about.
Oh my God. Do you think that's true?
It's not your fault.
What are they feeding you?
What are they feeding you? Dicks.
Lots of dick. I mean, Phoebe got around.
Phoebe did get around. She was a naughty, naughty girl.
Phoebe's my favorite.
She was the best because I feel like she had a hard life, but knew how to persevere from it.
Well, she was.
And the others are just whining.
Yeah, she's this eternally optimistic. You think she's kind of an airhead, but
no.
It takes so much fortitude to be successful and have a happy life despite all the horrible things she went through. And yeah, you're right. Her friends are just whining all the time.
Whining.
And everybody says, I swear to fucking God, what we're talking about right now, those not in the know, is the TV show Friends from the 90s.
Right.
And everybody's like, which character are you in your group of friends? And everybody says Chandler. And nobody's Chandler.
I'm sorry. Every one of your friends say that they're Chandler.
Every person I've asked says that they think they're the Chandler of their group.
Okay.
Because Chandler is funny and he's kind of above it all.
Well, I'm the Monica of the group, if you really want to know,
Yeah.
because I'm a control freak.
I can see that.
And I mean, I don't clean as much as her, but I do get obsessed when I do clean.
Yeah.
And I hate Ross. And I figure
like
I freaking
Monica.
hate him.
Ross is a whiny baby.
Just hate him. Hate him so much.
Yeah.
But I think you're a Phoebe.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, totally. You're kind of, difficult upbringing.
Okay. Wasn't I mean, I could have.
But you persevere.
I could do without all the lies.
You play and write music.
Thank you.
With guitar.
Yes, it's true. But yeah, and I do write about genitalia in my songs. It's true.
She had very strange lyrics.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were talking about genitalia, and Phoebe had a song called Smelly Cat, which is definitely about her pussy. That's amazing. I had never thought of that before.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, that's
pretty amazing.
That's genius. You've had some genius moments today, Clit Black.
That was less genius and more of just talking out of my ass.
Hey, if talking out of your ass gets then that is the definition of genius.
My ass is witty today.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on to our next section.
Exactly my thought.
Internet asking internet.
We're going to ask the internet some questions and see what it says.
Or we're going to find out what people ask the internet
about dicks.
Genitals. Genitals.
You know what's funny? I can say genitalia. Cannot say anthropomorphize.
You just said it.
I said it.
All right. And on that note,
yeah, okay.
We'll be right back.
We're back. Hello, faithful podcast listeners.
Woo.
I'm curious. Do you have a burning hole in your head of a question that you would like us to tackle on the podcast?
Ooh, I hope not. That would be very painful.
True. If you have a burning hole in your head, go to the doctor. If you have a question that you would like us to answer, contact us on the social medias.
Twitter.
Facebook.
Instagram.
And we will decide if that is a good topic for us to cover or if you are a moron.
Don't be afraid of being a moron.
Don't. Yeah, we are morons. It's great.
It's wonderful life.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Anyway, back to the show.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you ready? You ready to hear what the internet has to
I always want to know what the
say
internet has to say. I do
about
everything
this?
the internet tells me to.
Well, that's probably a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea. I don't really do that.
Okay, so this person.
Hey, can I ask what you Googled?
Yeah, so I Googled your suggestion. I said, "What do you think about, or do you like your genitals?" And it came to this question as, "Hey men."
Why is that funny?
I don't know. I just like it. Men, hey men, what do you think about other men and their genitals? I meant, what do you usually think about them?
That's really vague, but I mean.
But the best answer
Okay.
is the best.
Is the best answer? Sure.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm the only guy in the room, I think, wow, no one in here has a penis except me.
Mm.
Or when I'm in a room full of guys, I'll think, there are a lot of penises in here.
Look at all the dicks.
Those are really stupid thoughts to have, but that's what my brain does sometimes.
That's perfectly
Very good.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal.
I appreciate those thoughts.
Yeah.
Because I've had similar thoughts before, where you're just all of a sudden realizing that we're only separated by cloth.
Yeah. And it's not a lot of cloth either.
It's not a lot of cloth.
It can be very, very easy to take off all the cloth, and then all of a sudden you're just like
in there.
Yeah, you're just all naked looking at each other's junk.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I first performed in front of people, like at a talent show or something, my mom gave me the suggestion of imagining people naked. And ever since then, it's really hard not to do that.
Because I feel like, look, here's the deal. If everybody in the room is naked except for you, aren't you the weird one?
Well, I imagine going to a nude beach and being the only one fully clothed.
Yeah, I mean, would you feel... You'd obviously be calling attention to yourself.
Yeah, I think that either way, if I was naked or fully clothed in a room full of naked people, I'd want to hide.
I think maybe the nudity life is not for you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's which is fine. That's
fine.
totally fine. But yeah, I know you and I have both been in bands where we are the only female in the band.
We're the only non-dick.
Yeah, we're the only not dick. And especially, it's funny to me, like, just like having like practice, or I don't know if I've ever had a show yet if I was on my period, but I know I've definitely had practice on my period. And just being like,
no one gets it.
yeah, well, you're just standing in the room and you're like, you got, it's like, oh, there's blood like falling out of my body right now.
It's very
like,
graphic.
Yeah, and I mean, not that I like necessarily say that, but it's just like, you almost want to be able to say like,
oh, you're on your period too.
we can
girl
just sort
talk.
of like, relate to each other and like.
Well, I always thought about it being in a band with other guys is because I was mainly keyboard player, and men are, they play keyboard too, but I think about the guitar, and the bass guitar are very phallic instruments.
Yes,
and it's especially the ones that play really low, and they're strumming their own crotches.
Yeah. It looks, the guitar neck ends up looking like a big dick.
Yeah, and so I mean, that's why I appreciate you as a female guitar player. Because you play your guitar really, really high up.
I play mine high up. There's no chance of it looking
and
like
so
a
you
dick.
can't. There's no fallacies.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
That's not the right word.
I didn't do the right word.
Oh God, we're so bad.
Phalluses.
Phalluses, yes.
Yes.
Phalluses, that's it.
Not Pharisees.
No, it's a totally different thing. Hey, we can have an entire episode about that.
No.
Well, one day.
One day, maybe.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
Yes.
For the
yes,
internet?
this is more specific towards what I was talking about earlier. The question is simple. How to place penis in jeans?
Does it answer? Because we were talking about that.
Yeah, this is under the men's health section on Yahoo Answers,
That's
by the
funny.
way. My penis goes to left side and create... Okay, this person doesn't have very good English. So
Doesn't have very good English?
Yeah, there's some missed articles, but I'm going to read it verbatim. I'm not going to insert I'm not going to insert anything.
Especially not anything hard.
Yeah. All right. My penis goes to left side and creates same impression when I wear jeans. I tried to put it at right side, but again, it moved to left side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go with the grain.
Please tell me what is the best way to place it without having outside impression. So, I mean, I'm glad that someone's asking this, because I think that if I had a dick, I would be concerned about
Where to put it.
As
like in your pants, not where to put it as a sex thing.
That is another topic.
Yeah,
discussion there, because
there are a lot of places that you should not put it.
I'd probably be really good at sex, having had a woman's.
Yeah.
If I had a dick.
Yeah. If you had your dick day.
Made love to a lady.
Yeah.
I'd probably be pretty good at it, because I know what I like.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can never find out, so let's just assume that we're all very good man lovers.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you, when they switch back, they'd be better at it, because then they're like, "Oh, I know how good this feels."
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's a God,
if there's a God, he'll give us National Dick Day.
All right. Okay. So the answer to this question, Sandy.
Yeah.
Or the best answer, I guess, is interesting.
Yeah.
The penis and the testicles hang automatically to the left, because the position of the heart means other organs are all lower on that side.
Bullshit.
Some men dress.
I'm sorry. I feel like that's bullshit. But,
okay. Some men dress on the right. This makes for a bigger bulge in their trousers. Don't be embarrassed by the size of your equipment. Be happy. Alternatively, wear Y fronts. What are Y fronts? Okay, Google. What are Y fronts? Wow, this is an actual thing. Oh, it's an underwear
Okay.
with the Y with the
Can you show me a picture?
yeah, it's
Oh, that thing. All right, guys. There's no way to describe this. Google Y fronts.
Google Y fronts. It's a kind of underwear with the it looks like a Y, an upside down Y, and you can pee out of it. I'm assuming there's a flap, but I guess it's with all underwear with men, right? All men have the pee flap. Producer, do all men have the pee flap in an underwear situation?
I mean, do all underpants for men have a P flap?
Yeah, my question was
No, he's saying no.
was very badly. I think that guy with the bad English rubbed off on me. Rubbed off. I just winked at Sandy. Just winked at her.
Didn't even need to wink. I got it. I'm all in. All right. Well, let's do. So okay.
So what do you think about this idea that penises always gravitate to the left?
Okay.
Because of the organ thing.
I'm so sorry, but I feel like we have to ask producer again.
Well,
left or right?
I think we might need to save that for Ask a Guy section.
Oh, okay, that's a good.
We got to save that for the Ask a Guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we give our producer a lot to do.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
True. Without having him tell us where his dick goes. Left
yeah.
or right?
Plus, I mean, it's in the room right now, so
sure.
gotta
be quiet.
Gotta be
quiet around the dick.
It'll get offended if you talk about it
And then
too much.
it sneaks away. It's so sad.
It's a recluse.
It curls up like not a turtle.
Not a turtle?
Not a turtle, like a little baby kangaroo.
A baby kangaroo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A joey. The producer has interjected with the idea of a joey. And that's a baby kangaroo.
Yes, it is.
So I think that I will now call his dick Joey. And Sandy is shaking her head.
Do we need to call a guy?
I feel like this is I'm okay, most of our questions were about dicks,
Yeah.
but I think we'll have another genital episode.
Yes.
And we'll go V heavy on it.
Go V heavy.
Yeah.
Like a period. Like the flow.
Like the heavy flow. We'll go heavy flow on the V's.
On the V's.
On the vages. And I think that we'll move to our Ask a Guy section. We're going to call or interview one of our guy friends, the only one that we can find who's available. And we're going to ask him which side his penis is on.
Yep, that is the goal.
That's the goal.
All right, so we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Ask a guy. We need a man's opinion, so we'll ask a guy.
Hello?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Welcome to Crudimentary Questions. We have a whopper for you.
I'm ready for a Whopper. Always ready for a Whopper.
Okay, just to be clear, it's not the Whopper sandwich. It's a Whopper of a question. I feel like Jill
Whopper sandwich TM.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready, man? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, okay, and this is if from your perspective, right? So your left hand, your right hand, right? Are your left hand
My only
What side of your body does your dick hang on?
Like in your pants.
left side.
Oh!
Left? It's
Left side.
It's left.
Left side. Okay. I love this
Leans left.
question because, like, why do you think that it does that, per se?
It has a naturally curves to the left.
It hooks left.
Hooks left. It goes slightly off to the left.
And so are you
I think
are you thinking about this every time you put on pants? Like, oh shoot, it's the right. Oh, I need to move it. Or does it just
you arrange. You do the arrangement, and
Okay.
if you go right, from my perspective, things just feel a little off. If I lay left, then it's just kind of like the
It
perfect
feels-
spoon scenario.
Oh, perfect spoon. Yeah. So is this like the grains of like hair on a cat or something where you have to like pet with the grain? So like don't force it to the right.
You can force it to the right. I mean, you can't bend it once it's been rectified. It won't bend right.
Well, of course
It's
not.
gonna go left.
But when it's
Yeah.
Oh, so even when it's erect, it bends left? Is that a thing?
Yeah, when it's erect, it has like a nice just a nice little slow arch that just kind of goes. Imagine if you put your hand straight up, okay, and it was straight, and then you flex your hand all the way back. Does that make sense?
We're doing this right now. We're
Okay.
trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yes,
Okay.
we're following.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have your hand extended, and then you stretch all the muscles like you're trying to like bend your hand, like do a back bend with your hand.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
There you go. That's
Oh.
what you're working with.
That's what it feels like when your dick goes right or left.
Look
No,
at your hand.
The look of erect.
So I think what he's saying is that if you have your hand straight,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then you bend it back, that's what his dick is like. Right? Is that what you're saying? If you bend your hand back?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't bend it with your other hand. You just bend it like you're extending the muscle, kind of like you were like doing a stretch with your hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you have a curved dick.
There you go. It's got a bit of a curve to it. Curves a little to the left.
I had no
And
idea.
then it naturally lays a little bit to the left.
I think that maybe are we agreeing that maybe every dick has a inclination towards a side, even when it's erect?
No, some dicks are just straight.
Oh,
I've seen some straight dicks in my time.
really? Okay, so like,
Yeah.
but flaccid, it still kind of gravitates to one side.
Yeah, flaccid, it's still just like it kind of just leans and lays a little bit to the left.
That's very interesting.
I will say, I mean,
Yeah.
not that you need this information, Tony, but like my husband's dick, when it's when it's erect, don't say his name if you can't.
Okay, I'll keep it on the DL.
Yeah. When it's erect, it's straight. It's completely straight. But it does lie to the left when it's flaccid.
I haven't put a T-square to my husband's dick, so I couldn't tell you whether or not it's a perfect straight angle or like a right angle or anything. But I could tell you that maybe vaginas aren't perfectly straight either, so maybe it doesn't matter that much.
No, I don't think it matters a ton. It's just more like your own perception of your own, of your own equipment,
Well,
and
Well, what I've read, I have read this, is that they're like, because some will go like, will dive down, some will kind of like dive up. Some
Diving
have, like,
up
random-
sounds good. Diving up sounds good.
Yeah, but also
That's where the
there
clit
are
is.
like different women respond to different angles, so to speak.
sure.
So,
I mean, I do.
there you have it.
So
Yeah,
if yours goes to the left and the clit is up, then maybe you could have like sideways sex and it would be like bam.
Been done, and yeah, it seems to be
Confirmed?
seems to be a
Done?
good thing.
Done and
Confirmed.
done.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Perfect.
Well, because the next question was, and I think we already probably know the answer. Are you satisfied with your genitals?
Are you happy with
what
you were dealt?
Look, just like all things, you can't ever have enough, right?
I
It's like
agree.
money.
I agree. It's like money and sex and liquor and weed and pizza.
You always want a little more, but what I have been consistently told is anything more is too much, and where you're at falls within the perfect zone of happiness,
It's
so to speak.
It's an
So-
interesting situation where guys have to worry about what size their penises are. However, women aren't as worried about that necessarily, or at least I'm not.
Well, the size of the hole that the dick goes in.
No, the size of your partner's dick.
Oh, right. Well, I would say that I would be disappointed if it was under a certain amount, just based on my experience of what I enjoy. But if it turned out like a really small guy like had great technique or something and it got me off, then that wouldn't matter. But like for the most part, I tend to like a nice girthy,
Oh, but
Well, I think that's what it is. I think there's just like a natural, like call of the wild thing going on that just says like,
Oh
I need the proper
God.
size sphere to like, make sure if down the road procreation was to happen, we would have, the best possible scenario.
We would have the biggest
That's my
dicks
thought.
possible, is what you're saying. I would also I don't want it to pass up the piece of wisdom that you said a moment ago, which is that no, that was very wise and very astute of you, and the saying that what you have falls within the realm of your possible happiness or something like that. So even though you want more, what you have, it feels like you're saying what you have needs to be enough.
I think both. I mean, it needs to be enough, and also I don't have any qualms about, from my understanding, what I'm working with is above average, and above average is good enough for me.
All right, and
I need your measurements.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Jillian.
I'm just kidding.
Well, because it felt like, I'm sorry, when you went into that, it felt like a real, you weren't just talking about your dick then, you were talking about in general, in life.
Oh, wow.
About...
Well, I mean, I think I wish I could take the credit for that philosophical approach.
You could definitely apply that philosophy to your entire life. Just be happy with the cards that you were dealt and deal with it.
Well, make the best.
Yeah.
Make the best of the situation you were given. You can't change whatever, your parents or
if your dick leans left, then just go left.
Go left in life.
Go left. Yeah.
If your dick leans right, then you just
go right.
Let it happen.
You're gonna hang a few more Ralphie.
And you know what? You're gonna probably end up having sex with a woman who appreciates it most when the dick is a little crooked to the left side, which would be to her right side, right? And so you'd be like
her, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
so you'd be rubbing up on her right side. This is good to know.
Yeah.
Is this a quiz? Is this a test you should ask someone before you have sex with them? What side do you incline toward?
Do you lean left or lean right?
I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, with the because I know we're all in our 30s, and so we've all had quite a bit of experience at this point. But the youngins in their 20s, I feel like they need to be able to ask these things because you don't know what you want necessarily, and then you figure out what you want, and maybe you don't know how to ask for it at that point. But I'm not personally asking, but I think that's the flaw of early marriages. You just don't get to decide and find out which way you like your dick to lean.
I know you need to have a lot of dick experiences and take a survey afterwards.
It's kind of like if your parents only chose to always cook the steak well done because they were afraid. You know what I mean? And then one day you go to a restaurant and they give you medium rare, and you go, shit.
What have I been missing?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't need to put one all over this. I just need to have it cooked right. Now there's a piece of philosophical wisdom.
Yeah,
I will take credit for that one.
I just need it cooked right.
I just want to make a observation that you compared dicks to pieces of meat. It's not a far jump.
I think it's appropriate.
It is appropriate. Absolutely.
All right. So I would just like to thank you so much for discussing your dick on the internet.
Pleasure.
Yes. And I hope you will pass on the knowledge of this podcast to your mother and have her listen to it.
Why?
Yeah, well, I will do that, and
because we want all moms to hear.
No, we don't at all.
This is a podcast for moms.
No, it's not.
But not by moms.
No, it's.
I'm sorry. I just talked to my mom.
Yeah,
so
don't,
on my
Tony,
mind.
Don't listen to her. Don't do any of that. I mean, I don't care about your mom, but don't tell my mom.
Don't care
Your mom will have a problem with this.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Tony. And we'll I'm sure have you on this again for another round of Crudimentary Questions.
Crudimentary Questions. All right, see you, man.
It's been a great time, ladies. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.